Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Geist, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Doing well.
How about you, June?
I never answer when
I
you
know.
say
Like,
that.
what the
Oh,
hell?
thanks for asking, Aaron. Today is 86 degrees. The air quality index is not bad
Nice.
for our smoke season. Can't complain.
All right. So today we are talking about the Arturo Fuente Rare Pink Vintage 1960 short story. The cigar is a Perfecto, I guess,
Yeah.
4 inch by ring gauge. It varies from 42 to a 49.
Call that the
Uh,
June Lou where I come from.
yeah.
Heyo. Brought it the shoulders, baby. Woo!
You sideswiped me. I wasn't ready for that.
The cigar comes out of the Dominican Republic from the Tabacalera A Fuente factory. Wrappers from Ecuador by Inter Filler, both from Nicaragua. Price point is $7.40. And the cigar was released in December of 2020. So with that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with the cigar?
I was disappointed. So I thought it began nice in a nice flavor combination. Got some
Can we
nice.
put up a photo of the cigar?
Yeah, I will pull one up. Thank you for reminding
This one
me.
looks good, man. Like a. By the way, what's the significance of the rare pink? Is this like a?
Breast
my
cancer
gosh.
breast cancer thing, bro.
For Cynthia
Oh,
Fuente, yeah. She
look
she
at
was
that
the one
photo.
behind.
That looks
Gosh.
nice.
It's a pretty good looking cigar.
Who took the photo?
That's
Is
mine.
This is your Aaron?
Yeah.
Every time you see a paleo cutter, that's Aaron.
Yeah.
Every time I know, but it's that, you know what it is? It's the faded wood and then the leaves in the background. It makes me think of fall. Gosh, I just want a pumpkin spice latte right now.
Yeah, you do.
Uh,
For the basic white girl in all of us.
Yeah.
that's cool.
Let's go back to pink.
Um, so but I thought the most of it was it was pretty lackluster. I thought that starting from the second third, the enjoyment definitely went down. Got a lot of leather, got a lot of dryness in leather. Um, and and then they gave me less spice, less of the like soft notes of like I got like toast. Um, I was hyped to enjoy it. I wanted to enjoy it. I rarely smoke special fuentes, special sizes, special releases. So, and just from like earlier days of being a cigar fan, you always hear about fuentes and the rare releases being so special. So I was really excited to smoke it. But you know what? Like, there's really nothing to this cigar that's special, like taste wise. And I'm actually really glad I didn't like it because I'm not going to be able to find these anyways. So,
Yeah. All right, Seth, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a small cigar. There's not much, and we broke it down in thirds, but like you could probably do this in halves, maybe.
Yeah.
But it was um cedar, leather, strong citrus notes, cream, lots of pepper on the finish as well. It I really wanted to like it, but it just was a little too concentrated, I felt like. And it just never really opened up. And it all happened so fast. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like having kids. I mean, fuck, here I am. So, medium full strength and body. So it's just maybe it was a little too strong too. I don't know. There was things I could see there I wanted to go, but it just didn't go that way, and it just went downhill.
Hey, John, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I also wanted to like it because, as we talked about in the green room, I have the Hemingway short stories basically on auto ship in my humidor because I love them. It's a great format, especially up here when sometimes there's inclement weather. It's nice to have a shorter cigar that delivers medium full flavors, and I do think it started out really nicely. Like Seth was saying, there's a lot of citrus components there. There's chocolate, there's sweet bread, delayed wood, baking spices. So it started out nice, and I was like, okay, nice. It's kind of reminiscent of the Hemingway, and then it just kind of lost something. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. It's just it wasn't quite as engaging through the second third. So it was still pleasant. It had some nuttiness, still mild baking spices and some bread, but just didn't engage me in the same way. And then by the last third, it was quite flat, just kind of wood. And then, because it's such a small format, it kind of started to get a little bitter and harsh, really, I think, due to the size of it. So I had to put it out. Curiously, I had great burn, like really, really good burn. But man, oh man, was the draw snug on mine. I don't know if you guys had this experience, but it was like 3.5, 4 notches, which I scored as average. So, you probably want a more resistant draw in a smaller format. But that's a little too snug for me, and given the rareness of the cigar, kind of a little disappointing. But yeah, overall, slightly above average. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar had a nice start. It was focused around musty toasted cedar and baking spice, and later an interesting floral cologne note joined in, which I thought was kind of a nice touch. From the second third on, though, the profile was pretty average. Kind of lost that same combination of flavors. I just kind of wish the cigar kind of kept what that first third had throughout, because we'd be talking about a very different cigar. But that there was a moment in the final third where it showed kind of some remnants from that first third, but it just wasn't enough to like kind of turn the cigar around. So I'd be more interested in trying this in a larger Vitola. Smoking short stories, they're pretty much over as soon as you start, right? So if you're not getting what you want right away and throughout, it's going to be kind of a disappointing experience. But you probably can't find these, and if you do, trying to get them at MSRP is probably going to be tough. So it's nice. It was fun to try it, but like I said, I might try to track down a bigger Vitola just to actually get a chance to smoke this blend for some time, and not. I mean, because you got to taper at the end, you got to taper at the head. It's just, I don't know, too many things moving around, too many moving parts for something you're trying to concentrate on to get the flavor notes out of. So it's just a tough one to review. All right, getting into the scores, we're going to start at the top with Jiunn at 6.10. Seth was next at 5.85. I gave it a 5.75, and John gave it a 5.65. So Jiunn, had that 6.1 matchup for you?
How to get a 6.1? It matched up okay. It's even though it broke sixes for me, I don't think I would. Like, even if someone handed one to me, I'll be like, I don't really want to revisit it. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So,
all right, Seth, 5.85.
Yeah, I mean, I love the cause. I love the packaging on the cigar. I think the cigar, the wrapper itself is pretty. I would love to see it. I would have loved to see them use like the Don Carlos Vitolas.
Mhm.
I think the fact that this is, I mean, it's only $7.40. It's not an expensive cigar at all. There's
Right.
really, I don't think that we can get into that later on when we can talk about this further, but I would, if you would put this in like a, 4x44 Vitola, like a standard Parejo, something like that, and you told me it was $8, I'd probably buy cabinets of 50 and smoke them whenever I'm doing anything just around the yard or the property or something like that.
Yeah.
But with the Vitola, I'm not interested.
Yeah, my 5.75 matches up well. It was an above average flavor profile. Had a little bit of a burn issue with the wavy burn, and I need to do a one relight. But otherwise, it was drew good. Gets it in the mid fives. So one of the better cigars we smoked out of this review cycle, which is odd. But all right, John, 5.65.
Yeah, it matches up well, and like I said, I think the thing that really held it back was the draw. It's unusual for Fuente. I certainly, like I said, smoke a lot of Hemingways, so it happens. It's a handmade product. As Seth was saying it, I appreciate the cause. The cigar is really good looking. The price is for an ultra rare. Appreciate Coop grabbing these for us. That was very kind of him. The price is completely reasonable, of course, like anything Fuente. As soon as they announce them, the pre-orders are going through the roof. So hard to get your hands on these, but it was nice to have a chance to smoke them. And I would also, we can get into it. I would also like a larger format, I think.
All right, go ahead and get into it. I mean, final thoughts now on it.
Yeah, so I mean, I think they already have that space kind of tackled with the Hemingway short story, and I think that's the right blend for the right size. And I don't think you need other cigars, other releases in that format. I think, if I were to do this, maybe a short Corona, maybe a short Lonsdale would be the right size. It's just not the right format for that profile, in my opinion.
It just seems I'm with you, John. I'm sure it'll do well. And I know that, well, I don't think there's as many Fuente guys as there used to be. I'll be honest with you on that. But I think it'll sell, but it's never going to be able to sell because it's all sold out. At the same time, I didn't pay attention to what the price on this cigar was when it first came out. Like when they were talking about rare pinks, I didn't look at. I just didn't bother to pay any attention to it because I was like, it's not like I'm ever going to be able to smoke this, so who cares? But then like it's only $7. Like there's nothing really. Like I know that they have tobacco and I know that they have their own factory, but there's obviously, I don't want to say that there's not really good quality tobacco in it, but that's a pretty affordable cigar, if you know what I mean.
It really is. I mean, it's Fuente. They could have charged $15 for these, and said,
if they didn't, why didn't they? I mean, it's one of these things. I don't know. I would have loved to see make it bigger Vitola, make it more expensive, keep the flavor profile. I'd probably still score it well.
Yeah. All right. If you just catch this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. Also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Rare Pink.